Hello everybody and welcome back to Dragon Quest XI where we left off. Took me 20 minutes to defeat the squid boss because I had to grind. As you can see here with all of that squad. If you're new here, there's about a 2 to 3 second delay between what you see on the video and what I see on the television screen, including the commentary. I cannot keep this shit separate, otherwise it becomes a laggy and unwatchable mess. And I take a lot of screenshots for thumbnail purposes. So let's find Kai. Which... if the guy that we just met at the boat was Kai, he would have said so I don't think that it's Kai. But who are you? Oh, it's Jade. I've asked around about Kai, but nobody around here has seen him. Seems he's not much of a party person. Michelle is still waiting for us back on that island. We should try to track him down as soon as we can. Yeah, you're definitely doing your job. Hello, fat. Bottoms up, boys. How are you enjoying the luau, friend? If it wasn't for you, we'd still be fighting that squid, but instead we're back home having a whale of a time. We won't find him around here. Well, then where will I find him? Isn't this a wonderful party, darling? I'm making so many fabulous new friends that you'll never see again. Oh, you must simply try the giant calamari. It's to die for. Is that a hint? Hello. I can think of something else we can do.
And where do you think you're going? You're off to look for Kai, aren't you? Well, I'm coming with you. Oh, hello, Veronica. What are you doing out here?
Those stupid fishermen said the party was only for grown-ups, so they couldn't let me in. Is every bar in the world full of stubborn idiots or something?
No, they just don't want children in their bar that serve alcohol and you look like a child.
Anyway, you're going to look for Kai, aren't you? I've got nothing better to do, so I might as well join you.
Okay. Where is he? Hey, it's Lavanda. We're looking for Kai. Wanna come with? No. Okay, it's just me, a woman, and child. It's me, a woman, and a child. I wonder if people are going to mistake us for husband, wife, and child. Hello. We'll do that for sure. The rest of the men will be look for a guy called Kai, huh? Sure, that's me. Kai Nui to her, but everyone else calls me Kai. What do you want? Okay, so we finally fucking found you. Remind Kai that Michelle is waiting for him. No. I came all this way just to say hi. Hi.
Sorry, but I'm not the man from your story. You must have me mixed up with somebody else.
Don't give us that nonsense. We know you're the only Kai in Honolulu. If you never meant to marry that poor mermaid, you should never have proposed to her.
Hey, go easy on the accusations, will you? People here got no love for mermaids. If they think I do, I'll be in trouble. The Kai you're looking for is my grandfather, Kainoa. I take it you've heard the tale of the mermaid's curse?
Man, I sure am excited to be cast in a video game. I shall give my all to this role. Please hire me in more video games. I can sure act. Excitement.
Yes, your mother told us all about it. But I can't see what an old fairy tale has to do with anything. You can't keep Michelle waiting any longer.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not a fairy tale, it's true. The fisherman from the story, that was my tutu, my grandpa. It all happened 50 years ago, and it happened just like my ma tells it. But the story didn't end there. 10 years after Grandpa got chased out of the village, the kahuna's daughter, Leilani, she married another man, and they had a kid together. After the baby came, the people started to forget about Kainoa and the curse the mermaid put on him. Till one day, another great storm struck, even more violent than the one that sent my grandfather to the bottom of the sea. The kahuna's boat went down, and him and his daughter's new husband went with it. The men who survived went to break the news to Leilani, but when they got there, her and the baby, they were nowhere to be found. The villagers said it was the mermaid's revenge, that she took all 4 of them because she couldn't have Kainoa. So they lit torches and they marched to Saikiki Beach to confront him. When they threw open the door of his hut, they couldn't believe what they saw. He'd been living all alone for the last 10 years, but there he was with a baby in his arms. And the baby, it was dripping with water. They ran off screaming, talking about how he must have had a kid with the mermaid. And that was the last time anyone from the village went to Saikiki.
Wait, but that baby must have been your mother, which would mean she was half mermaid, which would make you...
Cooley, don't even say it. My mother is a human being. My grandpa found her abandoned on the beach and raised her as his own. He never had a kid with a mermaid. That's just a stupid rumor made up by a bunch of superstitious fishermen. If that mermaid really is still out there somewhere waiting for Grandpa, there's something I want you to give her.
Baby must have...
Say it.
Okay. As soon as it cut away, I realized this face, he is not comprehending what is happening. It is in one ear, out the other. He is just... Hold on. He is just mentally gone. This man is visibly error 404ing right here.
Meet me on Saikiki Beach. It's on the other side of the cape. You can get there through the chapel at the back of the village. I'll leave the door unlocked.
Not a thought in that head. And gotta love when places conveniently have their places designed for video games.
This veil was my tutu's. Ma said when she found him after he died, he was just lying there holding on to it. Guess there was a reason I never threw it away. If you really know where to find that mermaid, I want you to take it to her and tell her he's dead. Look, I'm sorry if I was kind of short with you back there. But it hasn't been easy for me and my ma. After Grandpa died, they let her go back to the village and marry a local guy. But it didn't stop folks talking. But she rose above it, turned it into that story show of hers. And now that's how she makes her living. She's a smart woman. Tough, too. I hate that mermaid for what she's put us through. And I don't want my kids to suffer like we have. The kahuna's finally letting me sail with the other men. The curse is nearly undone. Please, take the veil and let that be an end to it.
Gotta love going to point A to talk to someone, to go to point B to get an item, to go to point C and then go back on the sail. Ugh. Hello, mermaid. I teleported here. I see you, but how do I get to you? Oh, there it is. I'm terrified of water, you see. Smash. Hello, my friend. I'm so happy to see you return. It's been so long since you went off, I got a bit concerned. I was worried your ship had sunk or my car had gone away. That's why I've been singing happy songs to keep my tears at bay. But you don't need to know that. Seriously, shut up, Shell. The only thing that matters now is that you're safe and well. So tell me, did you find my Kai? Is he well as ever? Is he on his way to meet me here so we can be together? Lie to Michelle and tell her that Kai is coming back to meet her. No. But tells Michelle the truth. My Kai is dead? That can't be true. I don't believe a word. It's ludicrous. Ridiculous, preposterous, absurd. Hold on a minute, what's the thing you're holding in your hand? A net of pearls and e-shells with a pretty cool band. But gives Michelle the lover's veil. You say my Kai made me this veil to wear when we were wed, and clutched it as he passed away. You're saying that he is dead. No, please no, it can't be so. I know he never broke a promise that he made to me. There must be some mistake. Did you not rhyme? I thought my Kai had passed away. I nursed him back to health. I simply wouldn't believe it until I found out for myself. I need to meet this Kai you met, and hear an answer straight from him. Take me to Honolulu. You can sail and I can swim. What's that? Why don't I come aboard? Oh, thanks. You're very kind, but there's a lot to think about. I'll follow on behind. Oh my gosh. Go to point A to go to point B to go to point C. Oh my gosh, knife. Oh my fucking gosh. Oh, I do not like this mermaid as pretty as she is. Where's Dave? Yeah, there's her chest. Just another stupid mini medal. Dang it, he's fine. Jeez. Sorry for earwinging, but I heard what Michelle told you, so we head off back to Honolulu. Leave it to old Dave. Oh good, we don't have to physically go there. We drop anchor in the waters off of the beach and to keep Michelle from the eyes of the fearful fishermen. Good. If the locals see a mermaid, it'll fill their hearts with fear. I'll hide on this abandoned beach and wait for Kai to right here. Of course, he's just at his house, because why wouldn't he be? Get the fuck out of the way! Oh my gosh. Because everyone loves backtracking. So fun. Fuck boy. Yes. Thanks, friend. Sorry for making you care that for me. You're not sorry. I should do something for you in return. Fix your ship, go get you some pearls maybe, just say the word. Want me to go to the beach with you? Why would I want to go to a loathsome place like that? Well, if you're sure that's all you want, then the promise is a promise. Lead the way. And of course, we gotta go from point A to point B to point C to point D!
Why have you brought me here?
That voice! It's music to my ears! I feel like I could cry. Oh, darling, tell me, is it you? My one and only Kai?
Yeah, I'm Kai. Do I know you?
Oh.
What? You're a mermaid.
Oh, silly me. I'm always far too quick to jump for joy. You don't know me, I don't know you. You're not my darling boy.
No, I'm not. The man you loved, He was my grandfather. But he's not here anymore.
I am the hero that is destined to save this world from an evil I have yet to see. Why am I dealing with the mermaid's love story? I could not care less.
My darling Kai, my one true love, the one that I adored. You died alone and friendless on this cold and windswept shore? Oh, how could I forget we mermaids live 500 years? Quick as a flash, a human life just ups and disappears. Without Kai, hours seem to pass too slowly to be true. But now I see cruel time was flowing faster than I knew. Thanks for finding Kai for me. You've been a proper friend. To trace my love across the sea until the bitter end. I said I would reward you, and I mean to pay that debt. You'll find your prize upon the selfsame island where we met.
To go from point B to go to point C, to go to point D, to go to point E.
I'm sorry I can't come along and see you on your way. But now I'm here, I can't go back. I think I have to stay.
Jill sings a stupid melody that reverberates off the cliffs above. But we're not going to play it because that would avoid Pete. And Pete. That would involve paying the voice actors more.
I waited for you so long, through sun and stormy weather. But now it's time, at long last, we're going to be together. You've got your granddad's hands, you know. So soft yet strong and honest. The hands of one who'd never ever make a faithless promise.
I couldn't mate with your grandfather, so you'll do. Let's go to bed, tally-hoo!
A mermaid who sets foot on land will perish in the brine. But that's all right. I got to meet my darling one last time. If I had been a human, or if he had been like me, perhaps we could have lived together, happy as can be.
When I wanted to play Dragon Quest XI and continue the story, this is not what I expected to go through. I grinded to beat a giant mutant squid so she could find out that her husbando is dead. Hooray!
But I'm a mermaid. He's a man. There's no point asking why. He was my one true love. But now, it's time to say goodbye.
can't stop thinking I've seen her somewhere before. Of course! Grandpa's cabin!
I did say at the start of the video I take a lot of screenshots for thumbnail purposes. To go to point F. Well, at least I can stay in the same damn area for more than 5 minutes. I'm so annoyed right now. What are you looking at?
What's this? A letter?
This is Grandpa's handwriting.
If you ever meet the Luminary, tell him to join Super Smash Brothers.
Dearest beloved, ever since you saved me on the day of the great storm, the dream of one day being reunited with you is all I have lived for. But now I fear that dream is over. Forgive me, my darling, but I cannot keep my promise. Some years after my boat was burned and I was exiled to this beach, the fishing fleet was hit by another great storm, and many people lost their lives. The kahuna and his daughter Leilani's husband were among them. One night, not long afterward, I saw a woman standing on the cliffs. She had a baby in her arms. It was Leilani, the woman who was once to be my wife.
I don't even know what's happening anymore. I just want to go back to killing shit.
With her father and husband gone, she had lost all hope and all reason. I called out to her, but in her grief, she could not hear me.
We ran out of animation budget, so we're just going to put text on the screen.
Before my disbelieving eyes, she threw herself into the ocean. I tried to save them. I did everything I could, but only the baby survived.
Kai? You're sure you're fine to row back home? You're not in any pain? I wish you'd let me keep you till you're fighting fit again.
Don't worry about me, Michelle. You fixed me up real good. I'm fitter than ever.
Kai, I know you've got to go. There's things you have to do. Just promise me you'll be back soon. I'll wait right here for you.
And yet, after everything is said and done, it's still a better love story than Twilight.
It's all my fault. I'm sorry, Michelle. I can't leave. I can't just be thinking of myself anymore. This child needs me. The villagers say you put a curse on me, but it's only because they don't understand. They don't want what happened to me to happen to anybody else. You have to forgive them. They don't know you like I do. They don't know you at all, and what they don't know, they fear. I sometimes wonder if you're still sitting there on that rock, still waiting for me to return. But it's too late for me now. I'll never make it back there. I'll understand if you can never forgive me, but I want you to know one thing.
You know, I'm sure glad he's saying this letter out loud when she can't hear a single thing, because presumably she's dead. So I'm sure glad we're going through this letter with basically two people who don't care, and the player who doesn't care, and the viewer who doesn't care.
I love you. I always will. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have been so hard on you. Without you, I'd never have known all of this. Never met Michelle. All this time, I hated that mermaid for what she did to my grandfather. But now I see how he really felt. He wasn't cursed. He really loved her.
Oh my gosh. And then we go to point G. What do you want? Sorry for making you do all that stuff for me and my family, but thanks. Because of you, my eyes are finally open. In heart of hearts, I think I hated my grandpa more than I hated the mermaid who cursed him. I was ashamed. But now we know the truth. It was a curse. He was in love. Didn't you just say that exact same thing? What a pointless dialogue. Oh my gosh. But I'm going to pause this video here. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you on the next part. Jackass out.